We're trying something new here. Instead of live streaming my fishing reports, I'm going to make these Friday weekend fishing report videos really condensed and quick and right to the point. And I'm going to save the live streaming for fishing. So it's way more fun. There's nothing fun about live streaming in an office. So we're going to keep the live streams to fishing on the boat. And we're going to hop right into the fishing report. All right, this is November 14th. How's this weekend looking? So today it was a little windy. It was all right. You probably could have done some patch reef fishing here in the Florida Keys today. You might have got a little beat up if you went offshore. If you're doing backcountry today, it was probably pretty dang nice, especially right around this area. Hardly any wind. The purple means no wind. Let's go look at Saturday. Okay, we can see it looks like the wind dies down a bit. So today was a little more green. Tomorrow, Saturday, it looks a little more blue. Looks like we're gonna have some great fishing weather this weekend. And Sunday looks even better. Purple, Sunday is the day to go offshore. And then into the next week, Monday looks good. And then it seems like the wind picks up again around Tuesday or Wednesday. So this weekend is the time to go fishing. The question though is, do we have rain? Saturday is supposed to be sunny. Sunday is supposed to be sunny with partial clouds. Monday, sunny. Tuesday, Wednesday, all sunny, but then the wind picks up. So this weekend is really when you want to go fishing. Which brings us to the question that we all want to know. What is biting? Well, I can tell you that if you watched my last videos, I was trolling right off the reef's edge in 120 feet, right off of Key Largo. If we head over to my YouTube channel on the South Florida Fishing Channel and we look at our last uploads, this video right here, 3 ways to troll ballyhoo, solo fishing. I'll pop it up for a second.
2 beautiful rigged ballyhoo.
So what I was doing is trolling rigged ballyhoo, as you can see right here. In this video too, I show you guys exactly how I rig the ballyhoo. So if you want a little tutorial video on how to rig a ballyhoo with double hooks, go give this video a watch. It was pretty sweet. That's what the ballyhoo looks like once it's done being rigged. And I give a nice tip on if you rig ballyhoo and they spin, I tell you guys how to make them not spin, because that's a big problem a lot of people have. But what fish are biting? Well, I want to show you guys this underwater footage. Most of y'all probably already seen this, but I just got to play it one more time. So I put an underwater camera down as I was trolling the ballyhoo, and just look at some of these fish we saw in 20 feet of water. This right here, you see them coming up. That right there is a marlin. I mean, not a marlin, a sailfish. Well, it's a billfish, so technically, you know, it's kind of like a marlin, but it's a sailfish. We also had a barracuda come up to the bait, I think right after. We still see the sailfish swimming around. The sailfish actually followed the ballyhoo for about a minute or two, and he was coming up to it. I don't think I was going fast enough. Clearly there wasn't enough action on the ballyhoo to make him want to strike it. Some people have left comments on this video saying that they would use a single hook instead of the double hook, because a single hook rig allows the tail of the ballyhoo to flutter more, which is more action, which is going to get the sailfish to bite. But we do make these ballyhoo rigs in double hook and single hook. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you prefer to troll ballyhoo on a single hook or on a double hook? We also had barracuda. It seems like the barracuda bite has really turned up the past like month. So if you want to go trolling, there's a good chance you might have a barracuda come and hit your lure or hit your ballyhoo. Yeah, this was a barracuda catch and cook video, by the way. And the other thing that showed up, and I'm so stoked about, is the kingfish. So I did catch a kingfish. This guy right here, he had a very weird growth on his side. Somebody in the comments said that they think this is a cuttlefish that bit him. Let me know what you think. What kind of bite mark is that, or some kind of growth? And the last thing I wanted to show you guys is the underwater footage of a very nice sized kingfish whacking my bait. Watch, it happens quick. Boom, right there. That is a nice sized kingfish. You can barely see him, but he's there. In the future, I'm going to put the camera closer to the bait, so we should get better footage in upcoming videos. If you haven't watched this video, check it out. And if you're curious about the camera that I used in the video, check the video description, and all the links to the ballyhoo rigs and the underwater camera and all that is in here with some discount codes. And that was right off the reef's edge. So if you're unsure what to troll for, or what to fish for, there's also wahoo being caught. I probably wouldn't go out for mahi. It seems like the mahi bite really has slowed down the last couple weeks, and the kingfish and the wahoo bite is turning up. Winter time is coming, so that's what we like to troll for. Troll ballyhoo on planers along the reef's edge, and you almost are guaranteed to catch something. And a new thing that we're doing is, if you place an order on the South Florida Fishing Channel, you automatically get entered to win a $50 gift card. Well, every week the prize is going to be different, kind of depending on how many orders we got coming in. Maybe we'll have some special product giveaways. But this week, it's a $50. Actually, wait, no, I told everyone it would be a $100 gift card. All right, $100 gift card. If you've placed an order in the past 7 days, you're about to find out if you won a $100 gift card. I got you here in the wheel of names. This is everyone that placed an order since last Friday. Before we spin that, let's look at the rigs that I recommend trolling this weekend. So of course, we're gonna have the ballyhoo trolling rigs, which now come in the single hook and double hook variation and mono and wire variation. I haven't added pictures of the wire yet, but if you watched the video, you saw me rig it up. It's basically the same exact thing as the mono setup. Just instead of a crimp, the wire is twisted. This weekend, I'm actually gonna be doing some beach fishing. I'm heading to Central Florida to do some beach fishing. And you know what I'm fishing for? Pompano. So I'm gonna be chucking out the pompano rigs with a float, and I'll be putting on a piece of sand flea or maybe some squid. But I'm gonna be doing some beach fishing this weekend. Much needed. I love fishing off the beach, so that's what I'm gonna be doing this weekend. I wish I was staying in the Keys because we have such nice weather, but sometimes you just gotta take a little trip. The pompano rigs come in orange, pink. Ooh, that pink looks good. And green. What color should I use? I'm probably gonna use the yellow and the pink. I think those are my two favorite colors. And you might notice I'm wearing a beanie. That's because it's getting cold again. We have the swordfish beanie. Look at that, just in time for Christmas. It comes in navy, gray, and white. I think the white might be my favorite, or the black. You might notice I'm wearing a red one. This is actually a prototype that we tested out, and I actually don't really like the fit, so we're not adding it to the shop. I probably should have thought about that before putting the color on that we don't sell. And I'm sure you've already seen our new designs. We have the Mahi Camo, Rescue Camo, Reef Camo, our hottest selling Key Lime Fishing Pie shirt, the Square Grouper Sunset, all of our OG patterns. We got a lot of merch on southfloridafishingchannel.com. And if you place an order today or anytime next week, you will be in next week's giveaway. Let's spin the wheel and see who won this week's giveaway. Here we go. We're spinning, we're spinning, we're spinning. Oh, congratulations, Robert Butterworth. I will send your gift card right now, so by the time you're watching this video, you probably got an email with your gift card already. Congratulations, Robert, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Hope you enjoyed this fishing report. Wait a second. My fishing report was a little quick. Let me go a little deeper into some more things that I know. The yellowtail snapper are biting pretty good. I had 2 buddies hit me up today that all caught yellowtail snapper. My favorite way to catch yellowtail snapper is head to the edge of the reef, anchor up in like 45 to 80 feet of water, put a chum bag out. If you got oats, use chum, sand, and oats to make chum balls and just drop them down. It'll bring the yellowtail right to your boat. And then use If there's a lot of current, use a weighted hook like our yellowtail hooks, our weighted yellowtail hooks. They come in white, chartreuse, and then just straight up lead color. If there's almost no current and your bait is sinking straight down, I would probably just use a straight up hook. I might not even put a weight on it, but usually I would say 75% of the time I'm fishing for yellowtail. I'm fishing when there's a nice current and I use the weighted hooks just like these. I ran offshore twice. We went to the Islamorada humps. We went all over offshore this past week, and we have not found a single mahi, but we did run into kingfish. So it really seems like the mahi have kind of moved out, or at least maybe we just didn't get lucky, but I really haven't heard of anyone catching mahi. So my focus this week, I would put it on kingfish, wahoo, barracuda. If you like barracuda, they are delicious and they will bite. The skipjack tuna are also biting pretty good. So when you're trolling ballyhoo, also put out a feather, because if there's tuna, they will eat the feather. And I don't even have to say it, you guys already know, the weedless squid rig. Yeah, baby, that's how I catch all the tuna on the South Florida Fishing Channel. And I always get asked, what makes a weedless squid rig weedless? Well, only if you rig it with a squid does it become weedless, where the hook is hidden inside the squid. But rarely do I actually rig it with a squid. I will just troll it just how it comes, just like that. And if you do get weed stuck on your hook, just take the rod out of the rod holder and while reeling, smack it back real hard and it'll flick the weeds right off your little squid rig here. Tuna, mahi, they'll all eat this. I've caught barracuda on it. I've caught kingfish on it. And I've personally never caught a wahoo on it, but I've had people send me pictures of wahoo they've caught just on this little squid rig. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. Let me know if there's anything you'd like me to add to these weekend fishing reports. And I hope you guys have an awesome time fishing this weekend. Cheers.